Known as the fastest half mile in the world, Volusia Speedway Park is a favorite stop on both the World of Outlaws and Super Dirt Car Series calendars, as well as home to the annual Powell Memorial for late models and the Ironman 100 for V8 Thunder stocks. Located in Barberville, Florida, the track has undergone a variety of changes since opening in 1968. Initially known as Barberville Speedway, the facility originally operated as a quarter-mile dirt track before it was expanded to a 3/8 mile in 1969. 3 years later, the track grew to a half a mile and was paved in 1989. The track operated as a paved oval, hosting NASCAR Xfinity Series races before it was converted back to dirt in 1997. Dirt or pavement, quarter mile, 3/8 mile, and half mile. Volusia Speedway Park has been a fixture on the short track scene for nearly 5 decades, with a roll call of winners that includes Steve Grissom, Kenny Wallace, Donnie Schatz, and Brett Hearn. Who will win tonight? It's the Flex Motorsports Thanksgiving Bash. It's coming up next on HBR TV. Good evening, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome to Volusia. I'm Steve Singer in the HBR TV broadcast booth alongside Zach Millett. Thanks for joining us, Zach.
Hey, Steve. It's good to be here, man.
Tonight's race, 80-degree temperature outside, 61% humidity, clear skies. Track temperature 107, that's a ballpark. Of course, it is dirt, and it is coming down as the sun sets. Qualifying just about underway. In fact, it is just now starting. Looks like Dakota Shepard on the speedway. Now, Zach, you actually took a couple of laps in a pre-official practice, just kind of helping us out with the TV side of things, but I know you're not really a dirt guy, but what's your take on this place?
Yeah, man, I've never been really good at dirt at all, but I don't know, it was pretty tough to run. It seems like the backstretch, you almost really never stop turning, so that might be pretty interesting for these guys on a long run here. But yeah, I don't know. To me, bottom's king, but maybe the top's going to come into it. I'm pretty excited to see how the track's going to change.
A lot of guys already knocking out laps. A 7-minute session, but it seems almost, I'd say half these guys have taken their laps already. Brandon Marlowe finishes up his. 20.106, slower the second time through. Alan Durango in the number 4 out of Somerset, Wisconsin. Uh-oh, where'd he go? And we're back.
That.
.015, a little bit faster on the second time around for Dale. 6th starting position so far. Justin Johnson on the track. Justin out of Joshua, Texas, takes his first lap, 20.041.
Not 100% sure, Steve, but I think this guy used to race these for real, so he might have a leg up.
Justin Johnson?
I think so.
I didn't even know that. Where do you get your information from? Who's your source?
Google, of course. Google. Everything on there is true.
Justin wraps up at 20.081, little slower on his second lap. Still a solid lap, though. Eddie Farnes, a Gresham, Oregon native. Lap 2, 20.007. That is fifth fast. Wes Wiggin on the racetrack out of Rosenberg, Texas. Wes was, I think, third quick in the practice session. One of only a handful of drivers to crack under 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wes is going to throw up a heater here.
$19.95 on sale. Third quick for Wes Wiggin. Goes to fourth. Hauser takes this third position away, but Wes has got one more lap to go. Not quicker, 20.092. Wes currently sitting in the fifth position. Dylan Hauser jumps into the top five, and Jordan Gage goes P1. 19.874, a quick lap, second time 20.002. Bobby Hall Jr., the number 94, first lap 20.290. Bobby out of Athens, PA. Checking on the stream chat. Tristan Sykes says, Steve, did you know cars race on dirt? You know, I was aware of it. I just didn't think they still did it. Mike Fahey chiming in with Naked HD. Kevin Blue says, don't act like you really knew any of that. No, I read that. That was a script, Kevin. I don't know. I mean, I knew some of the names at the end, but that was about it. Let's see. Looks like that's going to wrap it up for qualifying. Dan Worthington not taking the time yet. LSR Gaming X, let's sling some dirt. You got Roughneck saying, hey, y'all. Mike Fahey again ran modifieds with Tristan. Think he's talking about Justin? That sound about right?
I think so.
And let's see. Susie Farnes says, Eddie races real on dirt. We saw Eddie out there. So we've got about 30 seconds remaining in the session before we jump right into it. So we'll get a quick break out of the way. We'll be back after this.
The great thing about youth sports, they give young people an opportunity to participate in something that is going to broaden them as people.
I think it's very amazing that Garza Law Firm has made a commitment to help the youth kids with playing different sports.
Guys like Marcos Garza that put their time into being able to help these kids live out a dream. It's made me who I am today.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back to Volusia Speedway Park. Heat number 1 about to get underway. Let's see if we can get a starting grid for it. We can. Jordan Gage, Dylan Hauser, Henry Smith, Dale Farnes, Brandon Marlowe, Gene Nasworthy, Mike Mitchell, Alan Duranco, Justin Hall. 9 cars. This one underway here momentarily. Now, I haven't called a whole lot of dirt racing here at HBR TV, but my experiences have been that the heat races tend to be the better races. I don't know if that's going to be the case tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, let's see. How many cars we have in this heat? What, 9 cars?
I think we got 9, yep.
So what are we looking at? Like the top 5 advance?
You know, I had that number handy and I don't anymore, so we'll find out. I think the feature was to be 25. I don't think we got the full 40 cars tonight, so it might be a little less, but maybe we just take more in the heats.
We gotta prepare for this dirt stuff, so we'll learn as we go.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Tristan Sykes called me out on it. Yep, we don't do a whole lot of dirt racing. We'll call it when we're asked to, but call it a warm-up.
To jump in before Tristan hits up the comment section, I wanted to just say that I'm here to broadcast Fahey Wrecking Live.
Yeah, I see that. And then Fahey goes, they're called heat races. I know, Mike, they're heat races. What did I call them? I call them something else? What am I talking about?
I don't know. sprints, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Green flag in the air, underway. 000 Jordan Gage out in front, drops it down low. Dylan Hauser in the second position, Dale Farnes, Henry Smith, Brandon Marlowe, the top 5. Again, only a 9-lap heat coming across the line here. 8-lap heat, be 7 laps to go. Two of Dylan Hauser taking a peek to the inside between turns 1 and 2 on exit. Looking at the racetrack here, as far as its layout, turns 2 kind of blends into turn 3. There's not really a back straightaway to speak of. Is a distinct front stretch, but it's like a shrunken down version of Chicagoland, but smaller and dirt.
Yeah, you'd think it'd just make the entry into 3 extremely hard to spot.
Things pretty tame up front. The 2 of Dylan Hauser not losing any ground, so to speak, really to Jordan Gage. About a car length, maybe a little bit less between the two as they get into turn number 3. Takes a look down low once again. Don't know if he's going to have any kind of momentum out of the corner. This might just be a formality for some of these drivers. Just get through these heats nice and clean. Less than 3 laps to go here in heat number 1. Jordan Gage has been out front since the drop of the green flag. Top 5 cars breaking away from the rest of the other 4. Very smooth wheel inputs off turn number 4. Just watching Gage muscle that car around, not really having to fight too hard for it.
I think Fahey means his thumbs up.
Finger, thumb, whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a thumbs up.
White flag here in heat number 1. Jordan Gage out front. Got a battle here for the second spot between Hauser and Farnes. Farnes. I hope I'm saying it right. It's not a hard one to say if you just look at it, but there might be a special pronunciation. Jordan Gage off turn number 4, though. Checkered flag waves. He's going to take heat number 1 with ease. Unchallenged.
Pretty clean race, Steve.
Race results for Heat 1, of course, Jordan Gage, Dylan Hauser, Dale Farnes, Henry Smith, Brandon Marlowe, Gene Nasworthy, Mark Mitchell, Alan Duranko, and Justin Hall. Starting grid for Heat number 2 will be Kyle Jarrett, Wes Wiggin, Eddie Farnes, Cody Myers, Tristan Sykes, Dane Lloyd, and the number 9, Bradley Beans and Dakota Shepard will be starting last in this second heat of the evening. Kevin Blue, this is not a derby.
It would be if I was in there.
There was a question about that in the stream chat from Big Blue Triple XL. That is old Kevin Blue. Kevin's driving the number 54 tonight. Keep an eye out for him. Especially if you're in front of him.
Yeah.
Not sure if Dan Worthington's going to run tonight. He did not take a time in qualifying. I did see that he disqualified himself in practice. That should not disqualify him from qualifying or the heats. I'm not sure if he's doing that intentionally as the race admin. I do want to thank Dan for reaching out to us, though, to get this set up and out here to cover this race tonight. Again, kind of having some fun here the day before Thanksgiving. No one's got to get up too terribly early unless you're cooking tomorrow. Used to be amateur hour for a lot of us back in the day, but here I sit in my rig calling a race.
Feeling old, Steve. Feeling really old.
Yeah, that's all right. Guess it beats the alternative.
It does, big time.
Pace truck lights are off. Going to get the green flag this time. It'll be 8-lap heat, I believe. It says 7 on the tower. 45 of Kyle Jarrett down low. He takes the early lead. The 21 of Farnes. Tristan Sykes, Cody Myers, Dane Lloyd, the top 5.
A tough start for Wes. Let's see if he can make a comeback here and get back up into the top 5.
Good battle here for the 3rd position. Tristan Sykes in the 55 of Cody Myers doing battle. Myers up top. Sykes down low. A Lone Star Racing entry number 99X. In side by side through turn 3. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of contact. Nothing you wouldn't expect here in a dirt street stock event. Kyle Jarrett still out front, uncontested. Making up words now. Tristan Sykes is carrying an onboard camera. Let's ride on board with the number 99X. Oh, gets into him a little bit. More contact. Oh, this is not going to end well. The 55 is going to go around. Cody Myers in trouble off the nose of Tristan Sykes.
No cautions in the heat.
No cautions in the heats. That's just going to be a tough break. He'll have to make it up during the feature. If he can make it to the feature. Don't know that we're taking everybody. Out front, Kyle Jarrett still there. Eddie Farnes closing down. Number 21, he's up 1 position. Tristan Sykes up 2. Dane Lloyd runs 4th. He's up 2 spots. Wes Wiggin in 5th, down 3. Roughneck says if you can't find the words, just make them up. I'm certainly working on it. Like crepuscular, except I think that's really a word. Kniffler pin, there we go. 2 laps to go in heat number 2. Kyle Jarrett scraped the wall just a hair. I've seen some of the faster guys doing that. Trying to straighten out the entry the best that they can. I can't imagine they're going to gain too much out of it, but...
I was going to say, you think that's weight reduction every time or what?
Yeah, right? Shave some paint off. Out of turn 4, the 45 of Jarrett takes the checkered flag. Farnes was 2nd. Tristan Sykes, P3. 4th goes to Dane Lloyd. Wes Wiggin was 5th. And take a look at the official results of heat number 2. Kyle Jarrett, Eddie Farnes, Tristan Sykes, Dane Lloyd, Wes Wiggin, Bradley Means, Dakota Shepard, Cody Myers. That was your results for heat number 2. Take a look at our starting grid for heat number 3. Johnny Ratley on the pole position. Is outside to be Adam Willis in the 0-1-0. Good old Drew Blaze, the number 1 Lone Star Racing entry. He starts inside row number 2. Starting 4th, Chris Hill in the 5. 5th goes to Chad Marshall, the number 44. Bryce Dickinson, the number 84 with Next Level Racing. He starts 6th. Thomas Hall, 7th. Bradley Wright starts from the 8th position. Well, I think if we're going to make a pick in this heat, I think it's going to be easy to pick Drew Blaze. I know he's not top of the board as far as the practice or the qualifying goes, but I believe, and I could be corrected here, that he came from the dirt world initially.
Well, I know every time I've run Drew on dirt, he's awfully strong. He's always up in the front.
I mean, he's strong even on asphalt, but I'm pretty sure that he's got more of a dirt background than anything else. "24 viewers in the stream right now watching us run some heat races. That's awesome, guys. Feel free to chime in the stream chat. Throw in your commentary. Ask some questions if you want. Say, hey, who you cheering for? Where are you watching from? What are you cooking for Thanksgiving? I don't care. Whatever you got to do, just keep it PG.
Unless you're Fahey.
Yeah, Fahey doesn't care. Which is fine. It's Fahey. So we got 2 number 1s here. That's going to be a problem for Drew Blaze. Can't have that happen.
No.
So I think that's technically Adam Willis on the inside. Ooh, but the outside lane goes. No, that's Adam Willis in the 10. I think Johnny Ratley in the 34 has got a number 1 paint scheme on his machine, so keep track of that. to the outside. We're 3 wide off turn number 2. First lap of the heat. Oh, we got contact, and they get away with it clean into turn 3. They're still bumping and banging.
Blaze is going to be the big winner here. Look at that. 4th to 2nd in one turn.
To no one's surprise, Drew Blaze up into the 2nd spot. The 10 goes from P1 back all the way. Where did he land? A 6th spot in 1 lap. Two number 1s out front. Battle really on the racetrack is for the 4th position. 3 wide off turn number 4. Contact made between the 3 drivers. The 10 trying to work his way back towards the front of this pack, not having success. Top 3 relatively close together, but the battle is between the number 1 machines. Johnny Ratley and Drew Blaze out in front right now with less than 5 laps to go. Chris Hill in the 3rd position, car number 5. They cross the stripe, 4 to go. Might be content just sitting there. Don't know if he's got the pace to go around these guys, but Drew Blaze making a look to the inside off turn number 2. Blaze slides up through turn number 4. A little bit of contact at the stripe. Ratley's going to lead it. Great battle up front here now between 3 different drivers. Drew Blaze was really trying to get to the inside and take that top spot. White flag waves. Last lap here at Volusia in heat number 3. Johnny Ratley out in front. Drew Blaze, Chris Hill, Bryce Dickinson, Adam Willis, the top 5. Down the backstretch or back curve for the final time. Checkered flag. Ratley's going to win heat number 3.
That was pretty sporty, Steve. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was getting good, and we talked about the heats tend to be the better races. It's real short. It's go time right off the get-go. Fun one to watch. We'll take a look at the results, official results for heat 3. Johnny Ratley, Drew Blaze, Chris Hill, Bryce Dickinson, Chad Marshall, Thomas Hall, Adam Willis, and Bradley Wright. And take a look at our starting grid for heat number 4 on the pole position. It's Shane Yates in the 11 with Rocket Racing Esports. His outside, it's Clifford Bellamy, the 002 Hot Lap Heroes machine. Starting 3rd, Jim Rivas with DWR. Justin Johnson in the Lone Star Racing number 10 starts 4th. Bobby Hall Jr. with Earl's Shop and Flex Motorsports, the number 94 rolls 5th. Mike Fahey, the number 19, starts in the 6th spot. Kevin Blue, number 54, another Lone Star entry. He starts 7th. And Creighton Deeger, the number 67, he starts in the 8th spot. Got any favorites in this one, Zach?
Boy, this one almost feels like a home race. I actually know more than 4 people in this one, so I've got, I don't know, I'm going to go with old JJ on this one. I've got a stream up over here on LSR Gaming X. We're going to see how he does here. What about you, Steve? Who are you thinking?
Well, it's easy to pick the guys that you know, but I'm going to go... Lord. I'm going to make the easy pick. I'll pick Shane Yates. Yeah, I'm that guy. I just did that.
I'm going to say, as soon as you picked him, Steve, he started blinking a couple times.
It's like Rudolph. I'm cute. I'm cute. He said I was cute. Oh, no, we haven't had Thanksgiving yet. Can't talk about Christmas.
Just more bad luck we just brought onto this.
Right. Pace truck is off. Green flag waves. We are underway here in heat number 4. Shane Yates down low in that number 11 machine. The 002 of Clifford Bellamy had some momentum out of turn 2. Wasn't able to do much with it, but now he's got pressure. Jim Rivas looking for that second spot, but Justin Johnson taking a peek to the inside as well. He wanted to pick up 2 positions out of 4. Wasn't able to do it. Top 4 in formation through turns 3 and 4. Mike Fahey closing in on this group as well. Number 19, that white, black, and red machine. Number 19 in the draft. Dirt street stock. Even brought out the blimp for tonight's race. 4 wide through 1 and 2 for just a brief moment. Bobby Hall Jr. taking a peek to the inside of these 3. They get lined back out. Justin Johnson there in the 3rd spot, trying to get by Jim Rivas. You see it again. We talked about it in the earlier heats. The fast drivers kind of scraping that outside wall as they get into turn number 1. I don't think it's happening into 4. I'm sorry, turn 3. Close eye on the 11. See if it happens again. It's not like he's wall riding, but he's really going as wide as he possibly can on entry. No issue that time.
He's really maxing out the arc into the turns. I think it's helping his drive. Good looking car too.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost a shame we're doing this at night, because in the daylight that car really popped. Two laps to go here from Volusia in heat number 4. Shane Yates out in front. Second, Jim Rivas. Justin Johnson up to P3. White flag for Yates one more time around. Don't know if Rivas has anything for him. Checker flag waves. Yates is going to take it. So what was cool about this one, it was aggressive but clean. Really neat to see. Take a look at the results. Heat 4, Shane Yates, Jim Rivas, Justin Johnson, Clifford Bellamy, Mike Fahey, Bobby Hall Jr., Kevin Blue, Creighton Deeger. Hopefully I'm saying Deeger right. Don't know what happened with the 67. Credited 2 laps down. Now heat number 5. Let's take a look at our starting grid here. Henry Smith with Hot Lap Heroes starts first. Bryce Dickinson, the 84, starts second. Brandon Marlowe in the 37. He'll roll from the 3rd position. Chad Marshall out of Texas. He starts 4th. Gene Nasworthy starts in the 5th position. Tom Hall will be 6th. Mark Mitchell 7th. Adam Willis 8th. Alan Duranco 9th. 10th goes to Bradley Wright. 11th, Justin Hall. Your starting grid for the Consi tonight. This is not the final heat. This is the Consi. So I guess it's a final heat, but a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, a little more at stake.
So 15 lap Consi. I don't want to call it a hooligan race, but so Yates is in this one as well? Am I seeing that right, or is my overlay just crapping out?
It might be the overlay. I'm not seeing his car anywhere out there.
All right, we're going to reload this, see what happens. And we're back. Look at that.
Old SDK never let you down, except always.
Well, SDK did just add a U.S. server, so that helps, but they're definitely working the kinks out of it. Had some issues with it prior to tonight, trying to get things set up, but so far, not terribly bad. Race truck off the track, green flag waves. We are underway, and Big Sexy's in the throttle. The 7S into turn number 1. Good-looking orange dirt street stock with the 84. Bryce Dickinson looking to the high side. The 37 of Marlowe tucked inside of the 84, looking for the second spot. Fahey says taking the top 6. I think the top 6 in the Consi are who is going to transfer into the feature. Mike, thanks for that. In-race reporter, so to speak.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good battle out front here. We've seen it all night long that pretty much the first guy to get out in front has done a pretty good job at maintaining that position all through the heat. Granted, that's a little bit shorter of an event. Consi here about twice the distance, 15 laps versus 8. Tires will make a difference. Track will change. So one thing about dirt racing is location of the grip. You always have to search for it. It's never in the same place for very long. Tristan Sykes, I'm just here to wreck Fahey.
There it is.
Oh, Lord. Henry
Yeah,
Smith.
at least he could do it himself now.
Well, yeah, that's true. But he hasn't really needed to. Those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, the Lone Star Racing guys have an inside joke with really Tristan Sykes and Mike Fahey. Any race that Fahey's in, Tristan's not. Tristan will usually jump into the broadcast and stream chat and say, hey, I'm just here to watch Fahey wreck. And lately, without fail, Fahey will put it in the fence within about a lap. Henry Smith still out in front here. Dickinson not losing ground, but not able to advance any further forward. Still maintains that second spot over the 37 of Marlowe. Looking to the inside off of 4. Little slip for the 7. Dickinson making a move here.
Now this will be good to watch, Steve. I want to see if that middle lane still gets the run off. It looks like it will.
Great view out of the driver's window net. Brandon Marlowe's going to try and take the second spot here from Dickinson. I don't know if that move for the lead has really cost the 84. It's put him down on the bottom. It seems like the grip is moving up the racetrack just slightly. Marlowe able to edge ahead out of turn number 2. We've got 5.5 to go.
I'm thinking that bottom lane starting to slicken up there, Steve. I'm thinking these guys are going to be moving up as the night goes on.
Top 3 all in a row. It's Smith, Marlowe, Dickinson. Marlowe has jumped into that second spot here in just the last couple of laps. Dickinson slips back to P3. Adam Willis, Chad Marshall, the top 5. Field working turn number 4 here at the stripe. It'll be 3 laps to go. Dickinson trying to mount a charge back on the bottom. Slides up the racetrack. Can't get the power down. .37 of Dickinson has to check up. I'm sorry, that was Marlowe, has to check up just a bit. Might have made some contact with the 7. Maintains that second position. Dickinson still in the 3rd. White flag in the air for Henry Smith one more time around. Again, we believe the top 6 will advance to the feature. Right now, 6th place, Gene Nasworthy. Field out of turn number 4, Henry Smith takes the checkered flag, wins the Consi. Your Consi results: Henry Smith, Brandon Marlowe, Bryce Dickinson, Adam Willis, Chad Marshall, Gene Nasworthy. Those are your transferring drivers. 7th was Thomas Hall. Mark Mitchell, Ellen Duranco, Bradley Wright, Justin Hall round out the field. But now let's take a look. This is actually our Consi. That was our C main. I'll get it eventually. So on the pole for that, Dane Lloyd in the 9, Clifford Bellamy, Wes Wiggin, Mike Fahey, Bradley Means, Bobby Hall Jr. in 6th, 7th Dakota Shepard, Kevin Blue 8th, Cody Myers and Creighton Deeger 9th and 10th. Tristan, it's way harder than rocket surgery. I don't know if you've ever done rocket surgery, but it's not easy. Yes, we're struggling up here in the booth, okay? I do not necessarily understand some of this stuff. We've covered some dirt races in the past. It's just not our bread and butter, if that's how you want to look at it.
Yeah, I've been pretty confused the whole time. I'm not sure what's going on.
What's the thing, Millie? You've run more dirt races than I have. You should at least have a general idea what's going on.
Boy, maybe like one more, and I think that was the one you had me do today.
Weren't you saying that you and your buddy Beetle used to tear it up in these dirt street stocks back in the day?
Yeah, a couple years ago. We
Yeah.
used to run these a little bit, but I don't know, a lot of things have happened since then. I don't even know what these things are anymore.
I can count on one hand how many dirt races I've run, and one of them when I was a little baby in a big wheel. Field formed up nice and tight. These truck lights are off. Green flag waves. We're underway. 15 laps for the consolation race. The 9 of Lloyd out in front. Oh, a little bump from Mike Fahey into the 002 of Bellamy. Wes Wiggin, though, to the inside. Tristan says, you've got my contact info when you broadcast dirt. Guaranteed 40 more viewers with me in the booth. I don't know if that's a genuine offer or if that's an insult. I'm not sure yet, but we'll talk later. Number 9 out in front, Wes Wiggin battling with Cliff Bellamy for that 2nd position. Wiggin down low in the 88, Bellamy up top, the 002. Mike Fahey on the outside of, it looks like Cody Myers. No, yeah, Myers a little bit behind. Looks like Bradley Means possibly. Bradley is in the timing as the number 32. Looks like he's running a 0 paint scheme. Looks like Means is running a old school Monte Carlo front end.
What is that, the 0B?
It looks like a 0B or a 08 nonetheless. Fahey running the Mustang body. Dane Lloyd still out in front, the number 9, starting to put a little bit of distance on the 88. Battle for that 2nd position, certainly not helping Wes gain any ground on the 9. Off turn 4. Wiggins going to have the run out of the corner. He's going to have the 2nd spot at the line. Might have the 002 clear. Bellamy slips now to 3rd. Good battle going on here, really, between Mike Fahey and... I already lost him. Bradley Means. It's tough when you don't know the drivers and the numbers aren't right, but either way, we digress. Battle with Wes Wiggin, the 002 of Bellamy, still hot and heavy here for the second spot, and even through all this, they're actually starting to close in on the 9 of Dane Lloyd.
I'm gonna say Bellamy actually ran a full 10th faster than West that last lap, so he found something down there in that bottom line.
If you get really low, you see how close he was to that tire barrier on the entrance to pit lane. Just a couple of inches. Don't want to get too close to that. Have a net code issue, and then it's all over. But we've got a battle here for the lead right now. Dane Lloyd's got it. Wes Wiggin charging for it. Nose down to the inside in turn number 3. Coming to the flag stand here. 5 laps to go. Big lift out of the 9, out of the corner there. Meanwhile, the 55 of Cody Myers is charging up through the field. Now he's putting some pressure on the 88. Speaking of guys that found something, contact with Myers and Wiggin. 3 wide now for the second spot into turn number 1. Bellamy up top, Wiggin the meat and the sandwich. The 55 of Myers is going to take the spot out of turn 2. 2.5 laps to go. Lloyd down to the bottom. He's loving to see this in the rearview mirror as long as the 55 doesn't come up. More contact. Slide the 55 to the high lane. Wes Wiggin, he's not giving up either. Myers has definitely found something late in this run. Put that in the back of your head for later on tonight. White flag in the air. Dane Lloyd, one more trip around, and he's going to win this one. Off turn number 4. 9 takes it. Cody Myers second, Wes Wiggin third, Cliff Bellamy fourth, Mike Fahey fifth, and we got big trouble after the race.
That was fun to watch. That might have been the best one yet.
Taking a look at our results, of course, Dane Lloyd wins it. Cody Myers, Wes Wiggin, and Cliff Bellamy. Mike Fahey, the top 5. Bradley Means, Bobby Hall Jr., Kevin Blue, Dakota Shepard, and Creighton Deeger rounding out the field. Creighton 5 laps down. With that, we have a brief warm-up. We're going to go to break. We'll be back after this.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Volusia Speedway Park. Getting ready for tonight's feature, the Thanksgiving Batch presented by Flex Motorsports. Let's take a look at our official starting grid for tonight's feature. On the pole position is the 000 of Jordan Gage from the House of Speed. To his outside, it's the 045 of Kyle Jarrett. Starting third, Johnny Ratley, the number 34, Dirt Warrior Racing. Shane Yates, the number 11, with Rocket Racing Esports. He starts fourth. Dylan Hauser in the 2 out of Florida. He'll start 5th. Eddie Farnes, the number 21 Apex Industries machine. He'll start 6th. The number 1 of Drew Blaze, the Lone Star Racing entry number 1. He'll start 7th. Starting 8th, it's Jim Rivas in the number 57 with Dirt Warrior Racing. Dale Farnes, number 12, he'll start 9th. Tristan Sykes, Lone Star Racing Zone, number 99, starts 10th. Chris Hill starts 11th in the number 5. Justin Johnson in the 10 starts 12th. Henry Smith starts 13th. Dane Lloyd will roll from the 14th spot. Then it's Brandon Marlowe, Cody Myers, 15th and 16th. 17th and 18th is Bryson Dixon and Wes Wiggin. Adam Willis, Clifford Bellamy, 19th and 20th. 21st, Chad Marshall. 22nd, Mike Fahey. 23rd, Gene Nasworthy. And 24th, shotgun on the field, it is the 32 of Bradley Means. It's your starting grid here for the Thanksgiving Bash, presented by Flex Motorsports. 60-lap feature here tonight.
Well, Steve, you know what I'm going to ask you. Who are you thinking?
Who's my pick? I'm going to go Johnny Ratley.
Solid choice, solid choice. I know on a long run, it's not super long, 60 laps is a pretty good race, but I'm going to think Drew Blaze is going to have that long run speed.
Now I think we have cautions as well in the feature, so that could play a part.
Oh, that is true.
And they likely will not count caution laps. See, I know some dirt stuff. Not a lot, but some. Green flag waving. Barney's going nuts. We're underway here from Volusia Speedway Park. Jordan Gage still out in front. Kyle Jarrett, Johnny Ratley, Dylan Hauser, Drew Blaze, the top 5. Drew's up 2 spots, I think, already. There's some big movers here. Chris Hill up 4 positions. Henry Smith up 3. Caution on the speedway. Maybe Dane Lloyd, Mike Fahey, Chad Marshall appears maybe all 3 involved. No damage to speak of there. Mike Fahey looks pretty good as well. Might have been just a little bit of a lazy spin to put us under yellow. Let's see if we can get an idea what happened here. Little check up ahead. It looks like it started with Tristan Sykes and some others, and yeah, just a domino effect, getting guys checked up. So 5 laps in of 60 under our first caution of the night. We're not done with these cautions, I'm sure. Bunch of hot heads after the heat races. Some guys with tempers flaring already before we even got to the feature.
Well, that's what makes it exciting. It's going to make it very interesting.
Now, you asked me for my pick. Did you even give one?
Yeah, I went with Blaze.
Oh, okay.
Drew Blaze.
Oh, you sound very disappointed. He's already up a spot.
Well, he's doing pretty good. Yeah, he's moving the right way. I'm watching Justin's stream right now, and I can't tell who's in front of him, but it says, I like turtles on the back, so... Probably would have picked that one if I knew better.
Oh, that's too bad. As always, Drew Blaze sporting a good-looking paint scheme. Lights are off atop the iRacing pace truck. Going to go back to the green flag here this time by. Be lap 7. And we're off.
Green flag.
Jordan Gage, another solid restart. Keeps that 0 out in front of this field. Top 4 all lined up like ducks in a row. Or since we're on dirt, call it grandma's potatoes. Drew Blaze still in the 6th position, working on Shane Yates. Try and take that spot away, the number 11. That blue machine with the orange air cleaner.
Oh, it's early, but I think Shane found something on that little bit higher line. He went right around the top side around Drew.
So Drew is very good at following those leads, picking up on those cues, finding a little bit better line to run. He's worth a shot to try it. Seems he's keeping pace. He did move up. It looks like a full width of his car. Right on board here with Shane Yates. Watch him get around Volusia Speedway Park.
Boy, Steve, that is one busy driver. Look at the wheel you got to put in these things.
You know, and typically, I mean, it's a dirt street stock. They're not full of a lot of power. They're not the lightest of race cars. A caution on the speedway once again, though.
Stay by those fans. Do what you can to keep cool.
It could be related here. Let's see. Jim Rivas involved. Possibly some damage on the machine. He's rolling down the pit lane. Let's see what happened with Jim. Number 57 up top, 21 slides up, catches the left rear. Big incident on the backstretch.
Absolute yard sale.
Bunch of cars ready for Dale Jr.'s Forest Graveyard. Drivers are allotted unlimited amounts of tire sets tonight. Don't really know how many they're going to need, but Zach, you did mention in the practice session that tires did make a difference. I mean, if you're out leading this thing, you've got pretty good dirt background underneath you. Do you take the opportunity to get some tires? It's just way too early. I mean, do you even take a set at all tonight?
Boy, I don't think so. I don't think I'd want to come down pit road for anything and get back into that hornet's nest. I think I'd want to just stay right up front if I could.
Drivers are allotted also one fast repair tonight, so anyone involved in some of these earlier incidents still able to be in this feature without a damaged race car, but now no safety net as we are quarter distance already here from Volusia. Field comes back to life, green in the air, and we're underway. Good restart by Jordan Gage. Johnny Ratley up to the 2nd position. The 45 of Kyle Jarrett to his outside. Behind them, it's Dylan Hauser. Shane Yates up into the 5th position. Drew Blaze now back into 7th, right where he started tonight. Tristan Sykes making a move there for position on Chris Hill. And another caution. Gene Nasworthy having some issues on track as well. The 01 slow. Up and running, though, still on all fours. See what happened here with the 01. Off the nose of the 88 of Wes Wiggin. Kind of looked like the 01 just got a little bit too much rotation into the corner, which of course is going to slow that car down. Yeah, you can hit the brakes in these cars, but you're not going to stop on a dime. They're not sports cars, and we are on dirt. Garrett Marshall in the stream chat says there's no tire wear on the dirt side. These Hoosiers are good for 1,000,000 laps, as long as you can get your hands on them, right?
Yeah, that's probably the hard part.
Super secret national back order. Nasworthy's going to roll down pit lane, possibly take a fast repair. Didn't see a whole lot of damage to that car, but let's see what he does.
I have to see what I can do about getting some Hoosiers for the truck series here.
Oh, there you go. Millie, you might not even be old enough to remember the old tire wars in the Cup Series back in the day when Hoosier came in and it was between them and Goodyear, and it was our tire is better than their tire. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
I think it might have been the early to mid-90s.
No, I was still trying to figure out colors and shapes and stuff back then.
Well, I was like 11 or 12, but so was I. But no, I mean, honestly, I mean, a tire war, at the time, everybody's like, oh, this is great, this is cool. But the problem was you had guys that were, oh, my tire is going to be faster than Goodyear, so I'm going to make these Hoosiers go really, really good and be super, super soft. Problem is they were having failures like crazy, and it was just one manufacturer versus the other trying to make the tire fast, never mind how safe it was. So Hoosier went away.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Lap 21. Another good restart for Jordan Gage. That seems to be a common theme. Johnny Ratley, though, right there. Kyle Jarrett, though, to the outside with a run out of turn number 2. Roughneck says, I didn't think anyone would remember the tire wars.
There will be a caution.
So we're under caution once again. Yeah, I'm 40 years old, Roughneck. I've seen it. I remember. Wes Wiggin, Eddie Farnes involved in this one, it appears. Ooh, big trouble for the 88. Eddie might be out of this one as well.
Hopefully he's still got that fast repair.
Oh, does not sound good. Can't turn left. Oh, almost hits the tractor tires. Fast repair has been used for Wes Wiggin, the number 88. Let's see if we can find out what exactly happened with these guys. Oh, that's after the fact. So is that. Well, let's watch it. This is coming to the green flag just a moment ago. Keep an eye on Wes. Oh, big trouble here at the start-finish line.
Yeah, I'd say that was 100% intentional.
Let's watch this one a little slower here from the flag stand camera. You know, it kind of looks like it could be, but it also looks
like an overcorrection, possibly.
It very well could have just been a major overcorrection. I mean, we don't know. I don't remember seeing an issue between the 88 and the 21 during the heats.
The turtle car, I don't think he would have done that.
I like turtles.
Ah, you made it so real.
Well, under caution again, Wes might be out of this. He did use the fast repair, but he has not left pit lane. Field rolling by on into turns 3 and 4. Back under the green flag. Looks like Wes is out of this. 5 laps shy of halfway. Jordan Gage just gets a heck of a restart every time the green flag waves. Real yacht out in the middle of 3 and 4, though. 2 way up top. That's Dylan Hauser. Johnny Ratley solidly in that second position over Kyle Jarrett. You remember the last restart, Jarrett was able to get to the outside and take that position away. Ratley retakes the position on this restart.
Boy, Steve, I'm telling you, I'm watching Justin's stream right now, and it is a bee's nest back there in the field. I'm telling you.
Justin
Going down
Johnson.
the straightaway, these guys are bouncing off each other.
Justin Johnson in the Roman numeral 10, the X machine we have there in the frame. But yeah, it is definitely a busy place to be right now in this race. 3 wide, 4 position. Tristan Sykes to the outside. The 002 to the middle, the 7 down low. Henry Smith in the 7, and we got trouble.
Oh.
Tristan Sykes and Justin Johnson. The 44 collects.
Caution's out.
Caution comes out once
Make sure you
again.
get yourself
The
up
2
on the
is,
screen
or
here,
7 is, where's he going? He's just leaving. Got it gathered back up. I thought he was going to go get a beer. Well, under our 5th caution of the night, just about to the halfway point. Saw it kind of developing while we watched it. A little late in it. Let's back it up a little. So it looks
We're
like
almost at 5 wide.
the 002 looks like he drives it in way deep. Just didn't have the room up top to slide up. Gets into the 99 of Tristan Sykes. Tristan gets into the 10 of Justin Johnson. Gets him completely sideways mid-corner. 7, Henry Smith. There's a reason they put those barriers there.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good for him, didn't it?
I'm sure that's happened for real. There you have it. Under caution once again. We're going to
Really
step
did have to
aside here,
practice.
get a side-by-side break out of the way. We are halfway. We'll be back after this.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. We cut the commercials short here. Jordan Gage with another good restart. Maintains that top spot. The 45 of Kyle Jarrett. Now he's back in that second position. Dale Farnes, Dylan Hauser, Johnny Ratley back to 5th, now 6th. Ratley's getting back there in that hornet's nest. Not a good place to be right now. Got the 11 of Shane Yates working his way through as well. Drew Blaze, he's up into the 5th or 6th position. Depends on what point you look. And the yellow is out once again. Terry Crouch in the stream chat. Dirty roundy rounds this time. Yeah, we try to cater to all entities out here, Terry.
Switch it up time to time, Terry.
I'm trying my best. Got Millet in here help me out so I don't completely crash and burn, but we're in our 6th caution here in the first 34 laps. It's been a pretty aggressive one here early on. Looks like Drew Blaze may be in Dane Lloyd now. Drew Blaze, just Dane Lloyd. Dane Lloyd in the 9. Let's see what happens here. Tristan Sykes again getting in trouble. Back this up a little further, see exactly what happened. Oh, yeah, there's that hornet's nest we were talking about. I think this started up ahead with the 11 of Shane Yates. 3 wide. That door is closing quickly from both sides. Blaze gets a piece of this. Aggressive racing. You put some money on the line, these things are going to happen.
Yeah, Steve, we are halfway, and this has just been insanity so far. I'm pretty excited for the second half.
It's been fun to watch. I mean, I know we've had some cautions, and it definitely, takes the wind out of your sails every time we see that yellow flag. But, when it has been green, it really has been a good one to keep your eyeball on.
You got to give it to Jordan Gage here. He's earned every one of these restarts. If he can keep this up, it's incredible.
Well, that's just the key. I mean, he's obviously good on dirt, but that's what he's got to be careful to do. He has to stay out in front. We got 25, going to be 24 laps to go when we get to the stripe. Gage can just keep it out in the wind. The other thing is he's not encountering any lap traffic because all these cautions. It's really playing to his hand as the green flag comes back out. We've got 24 to go. He does just what he expected to do. Get another good restart, but now the 27 is into the mix. Now, the 27 is actually the 12 in your timing tower. That's Dale Farnes. Farnes family, I'm pretty sure. We saw someone in the chat talking about them. These guys run dirt for real. No, close quarters battle here for the second spot. 3 wide at the line. Dylan Hauser is going to take the second spot in the 2, but they're going to try and split them on the outsides, maybe. Farnes looking up top. Down on the bottom, it's the 45 of Kyle Jarrett. And Gage watches it all out the rearview mirror going, yep, keep it up, boys. Oh, the 2 gets turned and straightened back out. We stay under green for now.
Oh, there's no lifting.
4 wide into turn 3. Blaze all the way up top. The 2 there. Oh my goodness. How did they make that work? Out in front, Jordan Gage. 20 laps to go. Look at the mess behind him.
Incredible.
I don't think Jordan's had to pull a tear off once tonight. Jordan Gage, Kyle Jarrett starting to stretch it out over third place. The 27 of Farnes. Ratley runs 4th. Dickinson runs 5th. 11 of Shane Yates is 6th. Drew Blaze 7th. Willis is 8th. Hill 9th. Justin Johnson was 10th, but now Rivas takes it. Now Bellamy's 10th. Big battle going back in the back of the 10th place. Drew Blaze also battling now with the 10. That's Adam Willis. 10 of Willis loses a spot and another to the 5. It's Chris Hill just behind Drew Blaze. Big battle going on back behind these guys. 3 and 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Great battle for position. Gage still with a half-second advantage over Kyle Jarrett in the second spot. Another 1.4 back to third place. Gage running away with it right now. Justin Johnson was 10th. He has now slipped to the 14th position. Shane Yates on the attack once again, closing in on 2 machines, Ratley being one of them. Bryce Dickinson the other, and the number 84. Now they're 3 wide off turn 2. In formation into 3 and 4. These guys are getting it done. Drew Blaze found some speed into that corner. Twelve and a half laps to go. Gage with the lead, but Jarrett is closing the gap.
Caution.
And caution on the speedway.
What was the fucking caution
I was
for?
just going to say out loud, I can't
Big
believe this is
crash.
still green.
Okay, man, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's a big one.
Mike Fahey may have been involved in this. Let's get a look, see what happened here with the 19 and others. Oh, it started ahead of him. Looks like the 10. Not the X. This is the 010, I believe. Adam Willis. Oh, these guys are beating and banging half a lap.
Yeah, this might be the longest wreck ever here.
Well, we'll watch it at real time. 57 to Jim Rivas on the bottom, and it's the 010 Adam Willis up top. They make contact out of 4. Contact again, getting into 1. More contact. The 10 gets turned. Rivas just drives him up into the fence and continues on. 10 crosses it up in front of everybody else, and then it's a big melee after that.
Ouch.
Restart coming, I think, lap 10 to go. No, it'll be 9 laps to go. We get the green flag. This will be the 1 to go signal as the pace truck crosses the flag stand this time. Yes, lights are off, so 9 laps to settle it. As long as we can go green to the end, it'll be 9 laps to settle it. We do have an opportunity to finish this under a green-white checkered finish if necessary. Trying to not finish this one under the caution flag. Get a green flag finish for the fans.
This would be a heck of a shootout here if we can just keep it green for the last 9.
Pace truck pulls off the racing surface. Field comes to life.
Green flag.
Barney's got that flag and he's waving it. Kyle Jarrett with a good restart. Gage with a little bit of a better one. Farnes there in the 3rd spot. Top 3 all back together again. Ratley working his way back towards the front, as well as the 11 of Shane Yates.
It's dicey.
Dale Farnes now into the 2nd spot. Kyle Jarrett relegated back to P3. Farnes on the charge, got a nose to the inside. This one is not over. Gage has been strong from the get-go tonight, but finally, as we get to just about 5 laps to go, some pressure coming from the 27 of Dale Farnes. Crossing the stripe, 5 laps to go. Kyle Jarrett has been no slouch either, but he sits there in the 3rd spot with pressure coming from Bryce Dickinson. A little bit of contact between the leader and Farnes. Farnes gets to the inside. Kyle Jarrett to the outside of Farnes. They're off turn number 2. Gage still with the lead. Farnes dives it in and the leader gets turned. Gage is around. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, all in this wreck. Caution still not out. There it is. Yellow on the speedway. New leader is Dylan Hauser. Pace truck better be careful. He's going to get run the F over.
I was hoping you'd use the bleep button there, Steve.
I thought about it. It was too late.
Golden opportunity.
We're here to have fun, guys. This has been a fun one so far. I know we've had a ton of cautions. We're on our 8th one in 57 laps, but man, it's been a great race to watch. I know I'm not a big fan of dirt. It's more I'm not a fan of driving on dirt because I'm terrible at it. But man, it is fun to watch. This is exciting. I know the guys out in these cars are furious with each other right now. Oh, Gage getting his spot back? Well, we do have live admins, so that's not necessarily a surprise. And ironically, the 27 is up there as well. This is interesting.
Looks like nobody really knows. Nobody wants to give it up, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and they're all racers. Even if there's any question as to who's supposed to be the leader, they're all going to say it's me, it's me. But pace truck lights are off. They better get it figured out quick, otherwise this one's just going to be a disaster.
Yeah, this might be the first 4-wide green-white checkered start I've ever seen.
What is going on?
Oh. Now we're hitting each other.
Got Mike Dickinson saying, "Go Brycey Bear, Dickinson." I'm sure he was trying to poke some fun at him, but green flag is not coming out. Pace truck's getting hit. What is going on?
Boy. I don't know what's happening.
Oh boy, 2 laps to go for Jordan Gage. I don't know if this is going to pan out how we think it is, but the 0 is still out in front. Hauser second, Kyle Jarrett third. Drew Blaze now up to P4, Dickinson fifth.
You know Jordan just wants to get this white flag in the worst way, whether it's actually coming out or not. There it is.
White flag waves, final lap for Jordan Gage. Again, we don't know for certain how this is going to pan out, but on the racetrack, Gage is your leader. Dylan Hauser second, Kyle Jarrett is third. Off turn number 4 for the final time. Jordan Gage takes the checkered flag. He wins the Flex Motorsports Thanksgiving Bash. Dylan Hauser, P2. Kyle Jarrett, P3. Don't know if we'll see any tame celebrations or none. Well, he's staying out there.
Steve, if this is dirt racing all the time, we might have to look into this.
Well, I don't know about driving it, but I'll watch it.
Yeah.
That's it. The fireworks go off.
Gonna be more fireworks than that a little bit later, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Make sure these race results are official. When they do become official, we will be back and we'll get our top 3 finishers, hopefully, in the broadcast booth for their post-race interview. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Volusia Speedway Park. The Flex Motorsports Thanksgiving Bash has finally come to its conclusion. What an exciting night, Zach. A lot of cautions, a lot of action, a lot of tempers still flaring here post-race. I think we may only get to Jordan Gage, our race winner. Let's see if we can pull him up here and get a word with the driver of the 000. Jordan, it's Steve and Zach in the HBR TV broadcast booth. You got a good copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Interesting race, to say the least. You dominated this thing pretty much green to checker. It looked like you were going to lead every lap, but then contact with yourself, and I think it might have been Farnes. I don't recall 100%, but walk us through that. What happened in that incident? Did he just get too deep to the inside? And then tell us kind of the restart lineup was all kinds of sorts of messed up, but I don't know. Tell us about your race.
He just drove in too deep in 1 and 2 and dumped us almost. We saved it though, so I just was gonna protect the inside. I'm not gonna, get dumped in a corner and just yield to you in 3 and 4. I'm gonna take the spot back. But yeah, he just drove over his head. Every once in a while, a squirrel was gonna try to find a nut, and he saw a nut, but it just wasn't there. We definitely had the fastest car. I mean, me and Kyle, we were out front all day. But someone got a little bit too excited because they thought they were gonna finally get a win, and just drove through us.
It seemed like it was you, Kyle, Johnny Ratley for a while. You guys were all racing pretty clean up there at the front, but at the end, when it came down to almost checkered flag time, the money time, everybody kind of turns their brains off. It kind of seems the way it went. But you had a strong race. Clearly, you are no stranger to racing on dirt. I'm a very big stranger to racing on dirt, but either way, it was entertaining for us up here in the booth. Out front most of the night, didn't encounter any lap traffic, really didn't have to pass most guys, but how was your race? I mean, did the car handle pretty much the way you expected it to throughout the run?
Yeah, we had a race just before this on the same track and same set, so we felt pretty comfortable coming in here, and I think we looked pretty comfortable. We had a pretty good hot rod. I don't know, there's a lot of yellow, so it's just kind of tough to tell. We had the same thing, same luck. Thursday night in a $1,500 to win race, we got dumped running in the lead. So, I wasn't going to let $1,800 get away from us in just 1 week span. So, I just tried my best to protect, and, some guy just drove a little over his head. Seemed like a lot of people did. We had like 10 cautions, and this wasn't a whole lot of fun. I just tried to keep my nose clean and, run a good race out front, not get into anybody. But, you know what? Sometimes luck's just not on your side.
Well, you end up taking the checkered flag here tonight, so congratulations on that. The race results that are displaying here are completely messed up, but we did get confirmation from the race admins that you were the race winner, so I think we're in good shape there. Thanks for talking to us, Jordan. We're going to let you go. Before we do, though, is there anybody else that you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got to thank all the guys at House of Speed, Get a Bumper Motorsports, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Eye Paints for the awesome wrap, Team Flex for putting the race on. Hate to see it go the way that it did, but overall it was a really good race. Maybe just invite people next time, and maybe we'll have a little bit cleaner race. Got to give a good run and shout out to Kyle and Dylan Hauser, and thank you guys for the broadcast. I'm really excited to go back and watch it.
Yes, sir, Jordan. And if you haven't already done so, youtube.com/@HBRTV and the number 1. Give us a like, follow, share, subscribe. We do appreciate it.
Yep, for sure. Thank you, guys.
It's Jordan Gage, your race winner here tonight. Again, we're going to have to get confirmation of race results once we're out of here, as the display results are inaccurate just based on those issues. Trying to get this squared away. We do have Bryce Dickinson in the green room. We're going to take a chance here and pull him up here. See if he's got something to say. Bryce Dickinson, it's Steve and Zach in the HBR TV broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I sure do.
Bryce, I see you're in the green room, and for the life of me, I apologize with all the chaos at the end of the race and the results not displaying how they're supposed to be displayed. Where did you finish today?
Well, you see, that's where everyone's kind of confused. I was one of the only ones who finished top 3 without a black flag. So I don't want to say I won it because I don't think that's fair. But I mean, I feel like I won the thing. And I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I know other people's will say different, but that's just how I feel about it, Steve.
Well, tell us about your race. I mean, we had a lot of cautions here tonight, a lot of beating and bagging. Obviously, there's some money on the line, so people are uber aggressive. And again, a 60-lap feature. It comes down to it, late race run to the finish. Walk us through your final couple of laps, what happened, and then again, talk us about that lineup at the end. It got all discombobulated, I guess you could say.
I seen everyone was beating and banging, and I just kind of tried to play my cards correctly. I mean, starting 17th, I really didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I was just going to go out there and have fun. But everyone was just beating door to door. I mean, I get it. It's Fender racing. But I seen the door open several times, and fixed racing, you have to take it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like I said, just seeing the door open, I had to take it. Didn't know what was quite going on there on the restart. People were saying they should have been credited where they were, which if that's you, that's you. But I went where iRacing told me, and they told me second there, and I raced my way up front and scored first. So,
well, Bryce,
just kind of playing off iRacing.
Thanks for popping up here in the booth and giving us your take. A good run either way. Thanks for coming out and trying to have some fun here the night before Thanksgiving. We're going to let you go. Before we do, is there anybody you want to thank that helped you get this done tonight?
Yeah, I have to thank everyone over at NLR. Keith Hackney, he really pushes me to be who I am and race more aggressive. I got to thank Papa Mike Promotions, Sweet Tea Gain, and Bell's Bullies. Also, Sweet Tea's girlfriend, Bree, I know she was cheering me on, which, you know, if I can get anyone to cheer me on, I think that's a win. And NHLN's got to thank them as well, and I think that's everybody. I don't do this too often, so I don't have them all memorized, but if they're on the car, thank you.
Well, Bryce, thanks for talking to us, man, and if we have another one of these, good luck at the next one.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for broadcasting.
This is Bryce Dickinson. Don't know really where he finished, but he seems to be the first car to cross the line without a black flag. At least that's his opinion. Of course, he's going to have to talk it out with the race admins and get that all squared away. Nonetheless, Zach, wow, talking about we had plenty of drama. There's certainly no shortage of that. I mean, what was your take on tonight's race, man?
I don't even know what to think, Steve. I'm so kind of lost on this, but it was an absolute blast to watch. These dirt guys, man, they send it. They like I think it was Bryce that said this is Fender racing, and this is it at its best. So I definitely want to watch some more of this, and I'm anxious to see how the results actually turn out. I want to know who actually won this thing.
Well, I did jump over to Flex before we went to Jordan Gage, and I said, is Jordan the race official winner? And Worthington piped up and said, yeah, he is. I didn't get any clarification on the rest of the finishing positions. And, of course, the race results don't display properly because of all those black flags. It does kind of relegate everybody in different positions. So hopefully we can get some clarity to it here. We can get it posted later on tonight. But unfortunately, it's not going to hit the stream before we are off air. But I do want to thank all you guys here in the stream that checked in tonight. We had a bunch of you watching. I certainly do appreciate it. Thanks for all the comments in the stream chat. I mean, I think Fahey says there's some issues going on, but I don't really see anything really bad in here. Maybe it got blocked. I don't know. But nonetheless, I do thank you guys. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already done it, you liked what you saw in the stream tonight, again, give us a little credit. We're just trying to dip our toes into this dirt racing kind of thing. Give us a like, a follow, a share, a subscribe. We're on 2 different platforms, Facebook and YouTube. We do the stream on the YouTube side and just a couple of posts here and there over on Facebook. So it's facebook.com/HBRTV and the number 1, and then youtube.com/@HBRTV and again the number 1. So please help us out with that. It certainly helps us push this to a wider audience, and that really does help the channel grow. Success is a good thing, and it helps for a little bit more exposure for all the leagues that come to us at HBR TV for their broadcasting needs. That's going to wrap it up for us. Congratulations to Jordan Gage, your race winner here tonight. I'm Steve with HBR TV. Thanks to Zach Millett for popping by and helping us out in the booth tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.